Hello there everybody. I hope this is working. I'm just going to peep it and see. Yes, it is, thank goodness. It's Sonia, and I'll come back here now today to show you something. I've been buying stuff. It's not dear stuff, but it's stuff I'm sure I'm going to need, you know how that is. I have lots of things, and I'm planning on doing a de-stash thing, where I'm going to get rid of a lot of things that I've got too many of, so I can get the things that I don't have enough of, or any of. So, anyway, I was going to do a video on showing you how I was doing something else, but I'll just have to wait a little while, and I'll get to that in a minute. Anyway, I bought these really nice serviettes. I thought they were pretty. Really pretty. I got them at one of our local stores here, and I got some with pink spots. I thought they were really, really nice, those. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but you never know. You never know. I usually just use plain white ones at home here, so I just don't know what I'm going to do with those, but they're really thick and they've got this really nice flower. So I've been watching too many things, what everybody else has been buying, and I can't leave anything in the shop now. So anyway, I went to our stationery place, and they're having, those new people have taken over, so these ones are selling everything. 50-cent table, they had a 50-cent table. I don't even know what these are, I haven't even figured that out yet. It's not in any language that I can understand. They're sticky things. There must be a sticky thing. I might take one out directly and have a look. It says, look, so it says something like adhesives. But anyway, so I've got those, 50 cents. This is a packet of pages of heart stickers, like just plain. There's 10 pages in here, and they've got this. They've got these little heart stickers on. If you can see, you probably can't because it's all. There you go. It's covered, but you know, that could be a very good template for something if you might want to make it heavier or thicker, but there's all those, you know, in there, so I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but you don't have to have a reason, or do you? But anyway, that was 50 cents. She said she had red ones too, but I told her I didn't really want any more. She said to me the table was meant for me, it had my name on it, but I got 2 packets of those. Anyway, then there was these pieces of board, and I got 4 of them. This one's got a flappy bit on it. I could even cut that, I suppose, to make a base for a mini, you know, so, but anyway, so I bought those. I got really excited because for a long time now I haven't had any sticky tape. Yeah, I have said sticky tape, but I've not had a little roll to put it on. So I bought this little fella, and he cost me $2 because he was at the same place. And in the thing, in there she had packets of this sticky tape to go in it. It used to be $3.55 a thing, but I had to buy myself a good supply, so I got 4 of those. Anyway, you wouldn't think somebody could be so excited about sticky tape, but if it's something that's cutting and it's coming off, and actually it's one that you can stick on and it comes off without peeling the paper off, but it's a really good sticky thing. So that was really, I was so excited. Fancy being excited about something like that, but if you're fighting all the time with the sticky tape, and you probably know how that is if you're wrapping things like anything, presents or things. I used to do a lot of lucky dips in that once and fasten them down, and you drive me mad if I haven't got, you know, you've got to chew it off, cut it off, whatever. But this is what I needed so bad, so I've got one of those, and I've got some things to fill up now for quite some time, I hope. And I think that was all I got from there, but I did have a few things come in that I bought off eBay. I don't know if I showed you, I got some other ones not long ago, but I've got all these metal pieces. They're beaut, aren't they? They will bend and do lots of things. You know, I only paid a bit over $1 for them, because I won't bid any more, or might even pay $1 free postage. And then you can go on other sites and you can buy 5 for about $6 or something. That's a bit wrong, isn't it? But anyway, then I've got these. They all come in a nice little bag. I've got a good collection of bags. These I'm going to use for my stick pins. Excuse my fingernails. I've been fishing around in stuff this morning and doing a bit of sticking and gluing here. They're really nice. They're only little, and they're dainty. They're little things. I mean, if you've got stick pins or something, and there's 1,000 in there, with 1,000 for $1. 1,000 for $1. I'll go up the street here and buy 20 for $2. I like eBay. It's the best thing I love shopping, as you can probably tell. Okay, so then I went to, on Friday, because Friday was my shopping day again, I went to our local Salvation Army, and I found these. Now, I think these are pretty cool. They're not actually an expense. Well, they're old, but they're not silver, I don't think. That pepper and salt shaker is very, very badly tarnished. They could be, I suppose. I don't think so, but it doesn't really matter. I really liked them. I'm going to try and see if I can't clean it up, make a nice thing out of it, and I'll just probably thinking about just putting something over the hole, maybe putting beads, or I might not even cover the holes, but I'll cover them with a bit of nice lace or something, I suppose, around there, and fill them up with beads, because I've been looking for some of those herb containers, you know, that, and you have a stack of them and they're all sitting there nicely, and I wanted one of those, but then again, you can't find them, so I suppose I can buy just glass pepper and salt shakers, couldn't I? But anyway, so I've got those. I think that was all I got at the Salvation Army this time. Now, in this bag here, I've got a few things that I was thinking about putting up on eBay or whatever. Now, these are doll dresses. This is one. And it's fully lined. Hand sewn. My mum made these, but I don't want to keep all these things because I just don't have enough room, and I have got heaps and heaps and heaps. So if anybody is interested at all in buying any of these dolls outfits, this one hasn't been completely finished yet, and I'm prepared to either sell it all in one go or separate. It is covered with little beads. See? This one here has got all this interesting tucks and things underneath. She put an awful lot of work into these things that she made. She did them by hand because she didn't feel like getting the sewing machine out. Now I am the proud owner of 5 sewing machines, which I don't need, and there's a couple of you girls I'd love to give one to, but I can't even just live too far away. So, but anyway, let's not worry about that. So I've got these little breeches too. They're see-through, but they're beautiful, aren't they? Nice running drawers, and a little top. Now, I think that there is more, but I know that I put away a lot more for myself. I've got this one here as well. It's got, it's made out of a satin fabric. Little press studs on the back here. And it's all lined. Oh no, it's not lined. What am I talking about? It's not lined. Got a little lace around there to finish it off, and it's all done by hand. And then there's another, that's a little dress, like a petticoat sort of thing that she'd made. Here's some little drawers, and there's a little hat. Now I don't know what, if anybody wants them, just say to me, Sonia, well, I'll give you, and I won't be insulted, because if somebody can make use of them, I will be really pleased The only thing though, it is that you might have to pay the postage, but that's not very much. It's about $13, I think, to America, and maybe the same amount to UK, maybe, or because that's just the lowest, I think, $13 or $11, I think it is. But let me see now. I wanted to show Maria how I did. That's Maria on her Boho Fantasy. Oh dear, I forgot what it's called. That's not nice of me, is it? But anyway, you know who I'm talking about. How I made the base for my Igor here. She asked me if I could just give her an idea what actually I did. So I'm going to just give. I won't actually make him because I can't, but I'll tell her about that. So to get the put him back here. To get the body part, I got a piece of. I had to buy this balsa wood in a small piece, not very thick because I couldn't get it here. It's only that wide. So to make it thick enough for his body, I stuck it all together. Then I got a picture of a bird, which I probably should have had that ready, but I just couldn't find it today. And on it, I drew around the outline of the bird, like that. When you do that, you can just cut away all this, and I did, and I sat there and I shaved and I shaved and I shaved till I had the shape of his body part there, which is probably because he is like an egg shape, maybe. Maybe like an egg shape there. Now, I'm going to run out there, as I've not done a very good thing by putting that there, but maybe I'll stick another piece in, but I don't think I really want to make another bird. Maybe when Maria does her, she can make sure he's stuck. That's all. It needs to be a good size. It depends what size you want to make your bird. So around here, so there we go. Now we'd cut all this away around the outside. Then I got some wire. And I'm sorry, I'm always clearing my throat, but I just have a dry throat as a rule. Then I got the wire, and I probably think I used a bit more thicker than this, which I'm not really, got handy at the moment. And I made the shape of his neck, and I pushed it into the. If you get something that's a bit thicker than this, okay, so he has a long neck, like so. And if you get a piece of wire, if you get one, because I've got 3 here, thicker than that. Now, and I pushed it in through this here, because it was thick, it went through really easy, so maybe you need something like that. Use of fencing. Well, no, that mightn't bend enough. You can buy really good jewellery wire that you can do it with, but anyway, Maria might have to see what she can find to do that. I can't. I did him last year, and I don't know what I had left over. I know I had a really hard time making his beak, because that wasn't easy to get this to look like a beak, but that's 2 pieces of wire wrapped with cotton until it was the shape of his beak, and I hope this is in the picture. Now, to get his head to be like this, I have some really fine nylon stuff that you wrap around what you do knitting with, I think. But it's really, really, really thin, and it's about that wide. So I just got it, and I wrapped and I wrapped and I wrapped and I wrapped, and I rolled it until it went all the way down his body, all around this part here, and I rolled it until he looked, see, really, he's got to have that shape to him. I rolled him until he looked like he was the right sort of shape, okay? So he looked like he was going to be a bird. And that wasn't really too bad. I mean, you have to adjust as you go, because but that's the basis of how I did him. I also pushed up the pieces of wire into the timber as well, because it's only very very light stuff, and you can do that. And then I just put lots of rolls. I just kept rolling the wire, hang on, I can go and get it. I won't be a second. I'll show you what I'm talking about, because there's not much good me doing this if you don't know what you're going to do with it, eh? I'm sure I've got a piece here somewhere. Here we go. It's only very thin, but it will, that's what I did it with. If you can get some of that, if you can't, tell me and I'll send you some, because I've got heaps of this, lots of different colours. But just wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap him until you think he's got the right shape. Now to do his wing, well, I might have to do a might do a tutorial on that, something along the lines of what I've done, but with the leaf, but not exactly. So, but anyway, that's how I made the base of Igor, which I don't know about his name, but my husband liked that name, so that's why he's called Igor. Now, I just got a rose from my husband out of the garden. His first one, he said, so that was really good, wasn't it? That's very nice. He always brings me the first rose out of his garden and says I love you, so that's very good, isn't it? I'm very lucky, very lucky. Now this morning I've been doing this, okay? I got a box that my daughter had perfume bottle in, like her bottle of perfume in, and I've made it into this, because I'm going to do a lot more with it, but because I'm about to go and put some wood, it's satin thing, I hope this is right. This is woodwork and varnish stuff that I'm thinking one of you girls told me to do this, so I'm off outside to paint this with this before I finish doing what I'm going to do with the rest of it. But I'm quite happy how it turned out. It's good and solid. It's probably just as, good as if I bought, but it was for like a perfume, really like expensive perfume that she bought, so it was a good solid box, and I thought, oh well, I can't throw that out, and so I'm like a bower bird, so I grabbed that, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to varnish that now. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. I won't tell you what's next because I never know either, okay? I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.